Oh yeah, definitely. Because I feel like the more closer you are as a team, the more you feel like you can talk to each other about things. So when things not going right, you have that connection where you feel comfortable talking to somebody about when things not going right.
Awesome. So last year there was a moment at the end of the game. You know, it wasn't Jalen's best day up in North Jersey, and Jordan Mailata comes over to him and he's got his arm around him and he's like, "It'll be cool." Is that the kind of connection you think you guys have and feel in this locker room? And does that give you an edge?
Oh, definitely, yeah, definitely. Just to be able to lift your brother up when things not going right, like I said, just being able to let him know that one game don't define you, one play don't define you. It's all about how you bounce back the next week.
All right, I know the answer to this one before I ask, but you have a potential to clinch on Sunday. Thinking about that at all or no?
We just going out there and win the game. I mean, that's the first step. Just go out there, execute the game plan, and come out victorious.
Well, whenever you do stuff off the field with your teammates together, you become closer. Obviously, we're here every day together, and it becomes regimented. And so, certainly, hanging out outside of the locker room and doing things off the field, especially if it's interests are aligned. Yeah, it makes guys closer, and I do think that makes a difference on the field. Nick's always preaching that, so yeah.
Yeah, and when the margin for victory is so close, I would imagine that's a factor, right? Like you need every advantage.
Yeah, well, I mean, everything matters in certain quantities, and I do think that the level of comfort you have with your teammates and the more of a family feel that you have certainly makes people fight a little bit harder and put a little bit more time in. Yeah.
Weird to play this Giants team this late and not have seen them
It
for.
is weird. Yeah, I don't know. Not too many times you head into your last 5 games, and you're going to see an in-division opponent twice. So we're going to have some battles with these guys, and they're really good. They're stacked on defense as always. Wink Martindale has them playing really aggressive with great personnel. So we get our hands full. And offensively, they're good across the board. Obviously, unbelievable running back. Daniel Jones is playing great. It really seems like they got a lot of things going well right now up in New York.
This is a potential clinching game for you as a veteran, having been through it so many times. Anything you say to the guys about focus on the task as opposed to what can be accomplished?
Yeah, we're certainly focused on this game. I don't think that the worrying about being in the playoffs or not is even remotely on our minds at this point. It's just take care of the game in front of us, and we control everything at this point in our minds, and how we prepare, how we work, and ultimately how we play this week is going to and every week from here on out is going to dictate the results.
I would say first you see Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley both playing at a very high level this year. Man, Saquon looked like his old self. Looked like the same guy that came out of college. And for Daniel Jones, he's just been using his arm and his feet. If it ain't there through the airways, he's taking off and running. So they're both playing really well. It's going to be a nice challenge this week.
Sacks are going around across the
See,
line.
see what you started.
Sorry, just one question. What does it say about kind of the scheme that Jonathan Gannon has put into place, where you all kind of get your chances or opportunities?
The scheme. It all comes down to, this one thing that we preach about, and that's basically stopping the run. That way, our pass rushers can do what we do best. What we're great at. So all of it goes in the scheme, the little details, fundamentals. All of that goes into it, and it's something that we preach each and every day.
We're playing smarter, as in controlling the clock, putting Daniel Jones in a situation that that he could be himself. A lot of boots, a lot of stuff to get him running, a lot of stuff to get him going. Saquon is playing way better than he was. He's looking like the real, how he's supposed to be looking. Talented back. You can tell the team got a lot of guys that just play with heart, effort, and trying to just do the best job they could. Now that's why you got to have a lot of respect from guys like that. That's why I think they got a winning record, 7-4. I think they is. What is 7-4? Huh?
They added the one.
They got the tie.
Oh, they're a tie. Yeah. Almost. So they're 7-3-1.
7-4.
7-4-1. Yeah. So yeah, I know it was something 7-4. Bump the tie. One tie's all right. Well, yeah, 7-4, and And a lot of people probably didn't think they were gonna be that, but you could tell that the team played with a lot of effort, a lot of desire. So we know we got to match. They got to match our energy, not we got to match theirs. But it's gonna be a good matchup, man. Because like I said, they're not gonna back down. It's a division game too as well.
So I want to say it was after the Jaguar game. We were interviewing Bradbury, and you jumped in. You were like, "You're asking the wrong question." So what's the right question? The right question is, how the Giants let him go?
That is the question. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who in the ownership over there right now, but that's the question I will be asking. Because I think he's arguably like the first or second best player on the defense. He's showing it why this year too as well, playing at elite level, should be a Pro Bowler easily. So yeah, like he's a dog, and I don't know how they let that man out that room like that, but I'm glad they did. I'm very glad they did. You know what I'm saying? Because he over here with us, and I appreciate him. So I'm glad they did.
What would it mean to get Vontae back on the field?
I mean, he's good, man. I need a crazy guy like that on the field. They like total opposites of Josiah, a little quiet guy, smart dude, just chill. I need somebody who kind of like a little crazy too as well. So now it's a good balance of where I can get out both of them. With Tate being out, I kind of low-key had to be like the cuckoo one a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now Tay is back. I go back to myself as just chilling, my business, keeping quiet. And let Tay do all the talking and the yelling and the headbutting people and stuff.
When you guys think about what you want to achieve this season, it starts in the NFC East.
Yeah.
You got to conquer the East first.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like an extra jolt of energy going into this weekend?
I feel an extra joy going every weekend. Not gonna lie, I like playing on Sundays. I love this game. I love it at my job. So I'm kind of up like all the time. So it don't matter who it is, division game or not. I'm kind of always lit. So, but as a team thing, I know it's very important because it's a division game. We got to make a statement, and it has to get deep in the playoffs. I mean, not deep in the playoffs, but deep in the season. With our record, how we having, guys like us do look forward to a bye week. So that's what the main goal is. Right now, I've been telling my guys in the room, no, this is playoff ball, because that bye week do a big justice in a lot of things. So, but we still locked in on week 1 this week. Don't worry about the Giants, but we look further into it. But I had to let the guys know, like, hey, this is real. So we got to get it going.
Do you have a read on James? Like when we were asking him about playing his old team, it's hard to get a read on whether it's something that really means something to him or
I mean, JB just JB. You know what I'm saying? You'll see how I feel. You'll see the difference after the game. Maybe during the game, after the game. But he's just a guy that just go out there and play, laugh, jiggle. Quiet sometimes. And he just try to execute his job at a high level. But I'm looking forward to seeing it because I told him how I was. I was chill too when I played the Lions, but I really wanted to beat. So, but yeah, that's how I go.
Yeah, because that's how AJ was when I saw him.
Yeah, that's how I go. You always want with the guys too. It's only right. It's only right to put a foot on. But but that take all of us though. So it just don't take him, take all of us. And for me being a bit guy with JB playing with him, man, I want to whip for him too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go out there and try to whip just for him.
I'll never forget it. We at the end of the day, we want to get wins, and when you don't get that result, when you've given everything, and I know last year I knew what this guy was doing to win games, and staying here late, very cliche, coming in, being the first one in, and staying home late. So for me, it was just like, seeing him go down like this, that broke my heart. But I just want to let him know that he wasn't by himself. It wasn't on him. It's on me. Some of the guys, everyone who didn't execute. So.
He obviously doesn't show a ton of emotion, so in that moment to see him like that, was that what was kind of jarring about it, do you think?
Yeah, pretty much, because he doesn't show emotion, and so when you do see emotion, it's like, damn, got to make sure, you got to pick him up, man, because he's human at the end of the day. Everyone has emotions.
When you think about his improvement, I mean, in that game, he had a career high 3 interceptions. Literally this season, he has 3 interceptions. I mean, it's been a remarkable improvement. What has improved most in your mind? If you were to say one thing, this is what's developed. Is there anything?
I mean, I don't play QB, so I wouldn't, I couldn't go into specifics, but I mean, just watch the film, man. You can see his arm power, his reads. He's quick, he's decisive. And when he does run the ball, he's decisive too with his, where he wants to go, and very deliberate. So I think, my non-QB expertise, I would say he's more deliberate this year because he understands the plays and what he wants to do. So.
How much of it is connection with you guys? Because there's a collect look. I mean, some quarterbacks are kind of diva. They kind of do their own thing. He's hanging out in Lane's barn, banging out 600-pound squats. Like, a little different with him.
That's just Jalen being Jalen, man. But we love Jalen, man. So whatever it is, whatever it takes to make him feel good, if it's run the ball, pass the ball, whatever it is. Whether it was, even if it's just in the locker room, just sitting down. We had lunch together yesterday. He had lunch with us before we went out to practice. That was nice. Yeah, it's just little stuff like that. It just continues to deepen our connection as a brotherhood. So yeah, those things go a long way and carry on to the field.
Nick said that picture having your hand on his back somewhere around the building. Have you ever seen it in your travels?
Sure. I'll be honest. I can barely see where I'm walking. So I think I know where it is. I think I don't. Listen. I think it is. I think he is right somewhere around the building, but I can't remember where it is off the top of my head. So yeah.